Hey everyone, welcome back to Day of the Tentacles commentary here, part 2 here. So last time we had to go find, pretty much Dr. Fritz's,
Bernard!
stuff here and such.
What are you
But
doing
this
up
time,
here?
we're just gonna keep
I
going
couldn't
around this
stop Purple.
mansion here and
He's gonna go
such.
out and conquer the world.
So Chaz,
And
you
I'm
remember
afraid of what he'll
Green
do if he
Tentacle from
catches
last
me.
time?
If Dr. Fred
Yeah, I
doesn't find
did.
me first.
He was the
Yeah,
pinky of the
Does
group.
that answer your
yeah,
question?
pretty much here. The one with no
Yeah.
arms here and such.
Hey,
Oh yeah, do you
What's up,
notice what's
Bernard?
in his room here? Another Star Wars
you haven't seen
reference?
Dr. Fred's plans for a super battery around, have
No, just
Oh, got a
these world
stormtrooper
domination
helmet.
plans of
Yep, there you
Purple's.
go. There's
Any
another
of
one
Fred's
for you there,
plans would
folks, in
probably
case
be
you're
in his
wondering.
office or the lab.
you? What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to something devious.
I love this answer I give here. No, that ain't it. That's it.
Pushing old ladies down the stairs?
Oh, I love
wouldn't
pushing old
doubt it,
ladies down the
But I was
stairs.
thinking more along the
That's
It's one
lines
of
of
the things to do.
politics.
Oh, that's the most evil thing you can do. That's why I chose it, because I thought it was a
Wanna
funny
help me
line.
save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can even move from this spot.
Go figure, huh?
Purple scares
Yeah.
the daylights out of me.
I can't tell on if that globe is either having Africa or a really big Australia.
I think it's
How's your
Africa,
new
I
band
believe.
doing?
I think
Yeah,
it
but the
is.
shape of it.
Yeah,
We're
but I
doing
think it's
great.
supposed to be
We've
Africa and all
decided
that
to
stuff.
Really capitalize on our strongest qualities
Oh yeah,
as a
so
band.
again, a reference to the first game once more here. If you remember from the first game, if for those people who played it, Green Tentacle over here is the guy who said, "I want my band here to go somewhere and such," and that's kind of like what they're
Carefully
talking about at
crafted
this
melody
moment.
and
But
distinctive
you know,
counterpoint?
stuff like that.
Volume, man, volume. We have a chance to win a Grammy Award as the loudest new
I always
band.
wonder, is the Grammy
We're pulling out
Award always
all
for the
the
musical stuff?
Yeah, Grammy is.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm more
Weren't you
familiar with the
looking for a new
whole,
guitarist a
you
while
know,
back?
Oscar awards
Yes,
and
but we
Raspberry
decided to go
Awards
with a
kind of
guy who
stuff
plays
here.
power
Right.
tools instead.
That's just me though.
We can generate a lot more sound that way.
And remember, this guy here. Can you imagine
Are
this
you
guy
working
trying to
on
hold a
an
mic and sing
Yeah,
here?
we're doing a
Green
CD
Tentacle,
called
can you see
Rap
that
on the
happening?
Forehead.
If I had to
Got
lower
a few
down the,
tracks hooked up to
mic
the
stand pretty
stereo
low
if you
for him
wanna hear
to
them.
get to where his mouth is at.
Have you
Yeah.
gotten any airplay?
No, we're a little too experimental.
But
for
you
most
just gotta look
radio
these old
stations.
adventure games. When you
But we
see
have a
someone, you
huge
just have to
following
talk
in
to
the
them
club
and,
scene.
go through all the
That's
options.
great.
This is old school gaming
Yeah.
here, folks, especially for adventure games.
Why the litter box?
Plus, you gotta remember how
Don't
stereotypical
ask.
things can get when it comes to jokes.
How does a
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to LucasArts, because back in the
Oh, that
day,
part's easy.
censorship
Getting
wasn't
that
really
out of it
that
was hard.
Heavy on
strict
it.
as it is
Can
now.
you actually use
Yeah,
that
kind of like how
bowling
Warner Bros.
ball?
was able to get away
No,
with some of
Purple
the
brought that in there
Animaniacs
after he
jokes
grew
in there.
arms. He
For
got
those
Yeah.
who know what I'm talking
discouraged,
about,
though, because he doesn't
yeah,
have
for some
fingers.
of it there.
Well, see you later, Green.
Mwah. Good night, everybody.
Good luck
Yeah,
in
pretty
saving the
much.
world, B-man.
But yeah, so now you're wondering, now, why are we still in here?
Uh-oh.
Shouldn't we
This
be
looks like it
leaving
might
here?
work.
No. If anyone kind of remember from the first part,
It's
like
sticking out.
in that lobby, there was like some kind of weird fake bar for something in there. We need that for later on here. But how do we get it? Well, this is how we're gonna get it here. Just watch.
Wow, this is loud.
Now, can you imagine
Turning
how
up the bass. Fantastic.
Oh yeah, you saw that thing, go down a little bit? Well, let's give it an extra push, shall we? There we go.
Ew.
But it's supposed to be the fake bar, those kind of prankster toys.
Phew.
But yeah,
Yeah.
can you imagine like how really loud this would be? Oh yeah, doing the game here, depending where you're at, you get like these little cutscenes here sometimes. Like for Bernard, it'll be like these newspaper things here and such.
Right.
Bernard, Hoagie and LaFern, they'll get like other people in the area doing like some
Now,
kind
where
of
did
conversations
Dr.
and
Fred
such.
go?
And I actually got some pretty good ones, especially with Hoagie's founding fathers ones. It's so funny.
Hey, aren't you
It's
weird? Ed
irony,
Edison,
but we'll
the
get to that when we
paramilitary
get to
nut?
it.
Why, yes.
Alright, so now,
Hey,
here, Chaz.
do
Now,
I
this
know
guy,
you?
we're
Yeah,
Edison.
I'm
Now, this
Bernard
guy
Bernoulli.
here, as
I
kind of
broke into
talking
your
about,
house
first
5
game
years
here and
ago,
such.
kidnapped your hamster,
And
broke
what
into
they
your
make of
piggy bank.
in the first game is something
No,
that you could do that can
doesn't ring a
get
bell,
one of your
but
characters
I can't
killed here and
remember
such,
much
but
about that
that'll come
period
up here as this
anyway.
conversation's
My
going.
psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then.
I'm sorry,
that
what
I'm
was that?
working out.
Oh, I was just saying that this guy here, he was in the first game.
So you
The
gave
thing
up
they're
the
talking
crazy
about is something
military
that you
commando
can,
thing?
what was
I'm
it here?
much
That you
better
can
now.
do to his
I don't have those
hamster in the first game that can actually
bad
get when your
thoughts
character's
anymore.
killed.
Now I
Oh, great.
collect stamps.
Oh, and one more thing here, before anyone asks, no, this isn't that game where you explore
That's
it, but
quite
you
a
have to
nice
be careful
collection.
what you
Can
explore
I
and you
have
die
it?
kind of thing,
No.
as some of those
I
adventure
mean,
games were.
no.
No, that's not the case
They
here.
mean
This
a
is
lot
more of
to
the
me.
friendly version here of
Sometimes
that.
I think they're the only
Great.
friends I've got.
Oh yeah, and just a little thing. If you were playing this on the old computer, you see that computer that's right behind
Nice
Bernard over there
hamster.
or whatever.
Does it do
You can
tricks?
actually
Yeah.
play the first game
No, he
on
just sits
there and all that
I
stuff.
used to have a really smart
Yo,
hamster
dog, I
puppy.
heard you like this game, so he stuck the prequel inside so that way you can play while you play.
Pretty much.
What happened to the old hamster?
Okay, so we're coming up to what happened to
I
the old
don't
hamster here.
remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible sound.
You want to try to take a guess of what horrible sound it
What
was?
the horrible sound?
Mm.
It was sort of like ding. Oh God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
Yeah, in case for those who
That
don't get
hamster
that
really
there.
should get some
Yeah, you can put
exercise.
a hamster in the
that
microwave
would
in
seem
that
to
first
work
game,
down
and
in
you
the
will hear it go
basement
ding, pop
sometimes.
goes the
But
hamster
then
pretty
he
much.
starts sweating.
And there we
Then
go
he
with
gets wet.
the censorship
And then he
issues.
gets
I'm pretty sure
cold.
PETA would not
And
have
then
liked
he
that.
refuses
Well, in
to
the original
work.
game, when they had the
Your dad
animal
or the
guts, you know
hamster?
what it had? It had like blood
Are
around
you
the
making
word
fun of
censored
me?
on there,
No,
so you got the idea
I
of
get
the blood there, but you
upset when
couldn't see
people
that
make
oh
fun of
guts and
me.
glory
I
kind of
just
thing.
meant
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Yeah,
I
this is
just
back then,
want
folks,
to
where, you know, we were able to get
relax.
away with shit,
I want
unlike
to
today
relax.
here for our
I'll be
entertainment
okay
nowadays.
if I just focus on my stamps.
Are all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any other
That's sad.
hobbies. If anything
I have
would
other
ever
hobbies,
happen to
but
them,
it's not just collecting things, so.
Hey, on collecting certain things, it depends if
How
they're
are the books?
actually
Worth
worth
it to me.
checking out.
doing an experiment.
Yeah.
Like video games, for example. Yeah, they're worth collecting.
Oh, yeah, especially-
Sometimes.
Holding
Depending
up a
what
bowl
game
of
we
wine?
are talking about, but
Well,
you know,
it's
that's a
a
whole
bird
different
bath,
tangent
actually,
on its own, you know what I
runs
mean?
better
Right.
Different generations say, you know,
Well,
this
hope I
game's
didn't get you too
worth more than the other, you know what I
Bye.
mean?
Peace be with you.
Yeah, this is one of. I can understand this being one of the funner games because of the comedy in it.
He's reading the Wall Street Journal.
Man, that's a smart hamster, huh? Reading the Wall Street
No,
Journal.
he's a smart hamster when he actually finishes the crossword.
Yeah, that is true.
Creepy.
Those
Must
things are
be an
hard to do,
Edison.
if I remember right. They're not supposed to be easy at all. Alright,
Right.
alright, so here's someone
Boy,
else from
she
the
looks even
first
worse
game.
than she did 5 years
Edna,
ago.
she's Dr. Fred's wife here and all that stuff.
Excuse me.
What is it? I'm rather.
And she's living the same life as today's kids.
Oh yeah,
The computer at home.
yep. But watch this one here.
No, my name is Threepwood.
For those who don't get it, that's a reference to Monkey Island and all that stuff. That's the first one.
To save your little friend.
Hey, what can you expect from the same company that says, hey, let's add in our own references in there, because, you know, they'll get it because they actually played the games.
From conquering the world.
You know what I mean?
Really?
Yep.
How nice.
Yeah, she don't get it.
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all. But he seems a lot better now that he stopped.
I think what they're talking about here is, like, if I remember
How
one
did he wreck the
more time from the
family
first game, I also think there was, like, multiple endings and such. Like, one of them, if you can believe it or not, the first game had like a meteor that hit, you know, where the mansion was at here and such, and that caused Dr. Fred to be possessed. I forgot to mention that in the first part here.
What's wrong with
But
sleepwalking?
one of the endings was that you can give like this contract to the meteor, and he'll go on to a talk show thing. Don't ask how that makes sense. It's an adventure game. Okay? It's adventure game logic. Just go with it, folks.
Something about what's in there really scares me.
Or it's a video game.
Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he works it so fast.
Hint, hint.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped sleeping. Fred drinks a
You are the
lot of
player, therefore you're usually the
coffee.
chosen one, which means you have certain immunities that not a lot of other characters do.
Exactly, but that was another hint.
around, have you?
Dr. Fred drinks, regular. You need to give him decaf, but that doesn't happen till later, though.
Fred is the one who told me to find them.
But yeah, like in this game here, I just like to, go through like the whole town, dialogue stuff, because this is how I played it when I was little. Go through all the dialogue stuff here. And again, that's what you're supposed to do in these adventure games. Anyways.
Yeah.
This is quite an array of gadgets.
And I think I see Elvis
here.
in the background over there too, now that I see it there.
Yeah, it is. And I think that other one is supposed to be like a David Hasselhoff ripoff or something.
It sure is. It's got a dual-tape speed motor with cobalt pacing. Don't touch it.
And then also, if you look on that monitors there, you can see the rooms. That Dwayne shooting himself in the head, the hallway, the big guy was sleeping in that honeymoon suite, and Fred's office. Again, you can actually see where she's watching you everywhere.
I'll let you get back to what you
Except
were
for the
doing.
basement, though, and another room here.
You big hunk.
Get away from me. Let's get out of this crazy room.
They always make the old women seem like they're witches.
Sometimes that's
What the hell's
true,
with that?
though.
What is with that goose basket anyway?
I don't know. It's that foreground stuff. It's one of those weird foreground things. Nothing that, you can think of there.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of keys on here.
Yep, that's pointing out the obvious. Hey, since, this hamster was so small, let's go ahead and put him on ice.
It's pretty darn cold.
And why? Well, since we got someone in the future, hint, hint, we're gonna be needing that.
You little fella, but it's for the future of the whole planet.
Now, Chad,
I did the same thing to a Furby one time.
But Furby deserves that one, though. We're talking about the old school ones, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to say
Be
that
some
now.
way of shutting it up.
I have to say that now because nowadays we have new Furbies. My God, I never thought they'd ever come back.
Now they have
You know what I
digital
mean?
eyes.
Oh yeah, it's just very
Ted.
perfect. Now that's some more expressive.
Talkative as ever,
Just
eh,
be
Ted?
careful if they have a knife with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago.
Don't ask. I'm not too sure. But like in each of these time periods, they always have this mummy
You
here that
haven't
each
changed a
character
whole
can
lot.
talk to and all that stuff. Why? I don't know. Just for extra dialogue, I guess. That's all I can really say.
You know, I bet you'd really like my friend Hoagie.
Yeah. Why? Because he can do this here.
Yeah, from what I get is that the
You could hit him over the
mummy
head with a bowling ball and it
is
wouldn't
pretty much
faze
a
him.
member of the family that they just didn't let go.
I guess.
Boy, I wish I had as little on my mind as
I
you
couldn't
do.
tell you exactly like how that works there, you know what I mean?
Right.
Either they couldn't let him go, or they were too poor to bury
I mean,
him.
my best friends are stranded in
But yet they
time.
can put him in a mummy's wrapping or whatever. Never mind, I'm overanalyzing it. It's a video game. Go with it. Go
I've
with
got
it.
to somehow get hold of a diamond.
Hint, hint again. In case that wasn't obvious in
I
part
wish I knew someone
one.
with a lot of money.
Another hint.
Well, I'd best
I'm
be
sorry,
on
I
about
can't help but
saving
say
the
that
world.
because, nowadays people always need some kind of guide, but no, you have to pay attention in the dialogue stuff. Something that I learned how to do when I played these games.
It's empty.
Especially like with Sam and Max games. I love those games a lot too, actually.
Oh, that's
He
nice.
looks like he's in a hurry.
I think that's the car they came in, I think, from the opening cutscene too,
Hi.
I think.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Boy, that's an old car. What kind of car do you think that is,
Nice
Chaz?
crowbar.
Probably
Don't even
Bel Air
think
from the
about
look of
asking
it.
to use it. I need
Probably
it.
like 1950s
What
or...
are you up to?
Let's see, 50s or early 60s maybe?
I locked my keys in the car.
Stephen King's Christine.
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk? I have a spare set of keys in there.
I'm not lying about this at all
Here,
here.
perhaps these are your keys.
Then this guy has a
Where?
poor Jack Nicholson
Give me.
accent about him.
Hey,
Yeah,
thanks,
because
pal.
when you hit the
crowbar.
Jack Nicholson,
Thank
of
you,
course,
Masked Man.
you have to trust the guy. He's not the bad
Maybe
guy at
this
all,
one.
right? Whatever.
It must be.
Oh yeah, so this crowbar here. Yeah, well, like how nerds are. They can't pick, gum up here and all that stuff. If you try picking it up earlier, he would be saying, it's stuck to the floor. Again, stereotypical. Whatever. Don't eat that. Don't eat that, Bernard. Don't even think about eating the gum. You probably are, aren't you?
Yeah, that whole gum thing reminded me of an Ed, Edd n Eddy episode.
Which one was it again? I forgot here.
Ah.
Yeah, I see. I told you there. But
It was the one where Johnny was hiding his gum under the quarter, and they tried to remove the quarter just for the quarter.
Oh yeah, that's right. They tried digging around it. They tried doing everything. Hey, Trash, don't you wish you could do this in real life and get away with it here? Just watch here.
Yeah.
Bam! Don't you wish that can happen in real life? How much money is in there anyways? Let's take a look.
I figure this is about $876,600 worth of quarters.
Damn! Let's pick up the sucker then.
1968.
Hey, Chess, we're rich! We're filthy rich!
Yes.
1974.
But my god, he's gotta go through all of them and actually go through all the years on them.
Oh, 1977.
Wait. Weren't those years a reference to something?
They could have been for all I know. I couldn't even tell you. They could have been.
I think those were maybe Star Wars references.
Yeah, we're talking about like
came out?
probably. I wouldn't doubt it. But then again, though, this is LucasArts. We already got the 1-800 Star Wars. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that guy on the TV. You know what else he says here too? Call this number here and tell him that Yoda sent you. Yeah, see? We're getting all the references out of the way here, aren't we?
Ew, it's soaking wet. My grandma gave me one like this for my birthday.
And to think that you need this here. Why do we need it? It's for the future! You'll see as this commentary stuff goes on here. Hey look, a clown!
Oh god, it's a Boppo the clown.
I've never gotten over my childhood fear of Uzo.
I can't blame him.
You looking at me? Are you looking at me? Then who are you looking at, huh? I asked you a question. Okay, clown, that does it.
Bop, pow.
I hate that clown.
Oh yeah, hint hint. Laugh box. We will need it, trust me. Honest, I played this game too many times. I know this stuff. But you'll see as that goes around. Hey, is that a fork there? That doesn't look like a fork. Is it to you, Chaz?
Actually, I call this more of a threak.
Bernard calls it. He calls it a threak. I like that joke.
Well,
go ahead.
It's one of those logic situations with cartoons and games. They have 4 fingers. They have 3-pronged forks. They have.
See, we wasted all that money, and to think this would be going on for the next 200 years. And I think it says every 25 cents that you put in, you get 30 minutes. Think about that for you, guys. That's a lot of minutes for you, for that destroyer to keep going and going like the Energizer Bunny. Sheesh. Alright, let's actually get those plans finally and get this going here.
To do.
That's not what I meant to look at. I meant to look at the plans.
It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow.
How would you like to have one of those there, huh, Jazz?
There, it's off.
I wouldn't mind one of those.
Now,
power up your car or something
warning.
else.
Output from this device is highly toxic and may cause tyrannical delusions if ingested.
Oh, so that's why you went crazy. Okay.
I've got the plans.
Quick!
Where'd you come from?
Flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
Banana.
Good news, everyone! We have to flush the plants down the
My
toilet.
ingenious super battery design.
Super battery plants go down the hole. Yeah, I had to make that reference.
You really flushed them?
Yes.
Yes!
Down the toilet?
No! Through time!
Now, you tell me if this makes any sense to you.
Sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Yeah, does that make any sense to you
So you're transferring items through the time machines?
there? Exactly.
Drat.
Did you hear something?
That's how you're gonna be able to beat this
No.
game.
Let's
If
see
you don't,
what's
well,
his name catches
you know,
on.
you're gonna be stuck where you're at now. But you're gonna be needing to do that, like how we're kind of doing it here with
Oh,
Hoagie.
great. I'm stuck in colonial times. Tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's
That's
back
one
in.
bad day.
Okay, come over here. It's your
But yeah,
own
so pretty
owl,
much like how
Dr.
Dr. Fred showed, yeah, we're gonna
Dr.
be
Fred,
doing this here
how'd
now.
you get in there?
If you think we have to be, you know, always go back to the Chronojohn and doing it, no. What's good about this is pretty much you can do this anywhere here. Pretty much like if you're inside a house, basement, whatever there, you can just drag the item, you know, to the either to Bernardo or Laverne's icon or
You
whatever
need
you're
the
playing
plans
as,
to make a
vice
super
versa,
battery so you
and
can
you can just
plug
do
in
it
your
right there on the
Chronojohn.
spot there, pretty much.
Okay, if you say so,
But
Bernard.
Laverne's like makes no sense, but then again, none of these other ones here do. The other two don't have power, but yet they're able to do this.
Well, I once saw
Say
him take
what?
3,000 volts directly
Yeah,
into his head
that's
without
that's
batting
just
an eye.
odd.
Didn't he
Yeah,
pass out?
and if you think,
Well, he was
you know,
already
if any of
passed
you
out
viewers
when it
say,
happened.
I don't see how that is.
Time for me to
Well,
save
why
the
do you think we
world,
have to
I
give the
guess.
super battery to Hoagie? Because he does have a plug-in. But yeah, so that's the end of that part there.